Did you indulge just a little bit too much this holiday weekend? Food, wine, sweet treats, we had them all, didn't we? Go ahead, you get a minute. Well, don't look back. Get on track with us this morning, Coach Gayle Taub. Great to have you with us. Hope you had a great holiday weekend.
I did, Ronnie. How was yours?
It was fabulous, a little bit too fast, but I think sometimes when the weather is so nice and you are out on the water or around your friends and family, you don't really sit back and notice how much you're nibbling and drinking. The calories and spritzers and wine, it adds up.
Yeah, that's true. It does. It does on a regular day, but even more so when you're socializing and celebrating.
So with that, if a few of us maybe gain back the pounds that we had been working so hard to lose, how do you not beat yourself up and move forward from this point on?
Yeah, so a couple things. Fat does not end up on your body just from yesterday or the day before. It might catch up with you in a week or two, but unless you had a ton of salt and a lot of alcohol, the scale probably doesn't reflect yesterday or the day before. That's one thing to keep in mind. The second thing to keep in mind is, can you imagine a way that you could actually celebrate, enjoy yourself, have the foods that you enjoy, but not feel guilty after? How about that? It's possible, guys. The one key thing that you have to remember is thinking forward, thinking a little bit more before you enter into that holiday celebration. What do you want for yourself? Do you want to binge? Do you want to feel the way that you're feeling? If the answer is yes, then go for it. If the answer is I want to have fun, but I don't want to diet, I want to enjoy myself a little bit more than normal, then go into it with that attitude and decide what it's going to be before you get there. Find out what the menu is. I'm going to have a little bit of this, but I'm going to avoid that. I don't really care about that anyways. So, really being mindful the best you can before you walk in that situation will help you perhaps to be more successful and come out on the other side feeling the way that you want to feel.
Yeah, and I think one of the good things is you can really then notice the difference in your body and how you feel. If you were doing good and eating healthy and then you filled yourself with junk, you can see the difference or feel that difference, which could be a good motivator to get back on track.
Yes, it could be, and it should be actually. You can feel, lots of sugars and salty foods and snacky foods. If that's not what you're normally eating, you might just have a little bit of a tummy ache. You might actually be dragging the next day. It's like almost like a food hangover if it's not what you're used to. So also keep that in mind before you do it. How do I want to feel after? Right? And maybe you'd have just a little less, but you still enjoy.
So much of this does center around food. And I know that you have a couple events that you're putting together, and I think these are brilliant because it's one of those things that so many people struggle with. Even when they do like read the labels and they watch YouTube videos, the actuality of going and taking it to that next step and going to the grocery store, they can be making those mistakes, and that's why they need Coach Gayle in their life.
Yeah. So just to elaborate a little bit about what you're talking about, I'm getting back to my workshops in the month of July and August. And whether you're someone who wants to take a first step or someone who wants to learn something new and add to the things that are already working for you, um, I have a few events coming up where I'm going to take a couple people to the grocery store and we're going to go together and we're going to explore the things that are important to that small group of people and learn some new things and get some new ideas and make it a little bit more successful when you go to the grocery store. So grocery shopping together, that is on the list And then also, I have a couple other workshops where it's more focused on the kitchen and whether it's prepping your food for the week and learning some new techniques and containers and ways to keep your food fresh and ways not to spend 6 hours in the kitchen, but make it quick. That might be something that you're interested in. Or it could be that you want to learn a little bit more about kitchen and your tools. I see my website up on the screen right there. You can go to my website, message me, tell me that you're interested in one of these workshops for the kitchen or the grocery store, and I will give you more information about how to get involved.
I think this is brilliant, especially with the grocery store, because it really starts there, because you go and maybe you have a list, but then once you get into the store, you get overwhelmed. And now you go in for something and it's out of stock. So then you give up, you get something else. You're on to something here, Coach Gayle. This is brilliant.
Yeah, great, great. Well, I hope I hear from a bunch of people and we can get involved and start those little workshops going. And honestly, think about what it is that you want to do better at that grocery store. Less impulse buying, product comparisons and swapping out, learning to navigate, going in with purpose so that it can be what you want when you come out and not what happens when you're inside the store and ooh, that looks good and ooh, that looks good, all those impulse buys. So lots of different ways that we can take that hour and a half and make it very, very, very specialized towards what you are looking to improve or learn. Yeah, that grocery store can be a good thing and not such a good thing for a lot of people.
And I wonder how many other people kind of fall into this. Like you go to the grocery store, you spend, a ton of money, and then you get home and you're hungry, but everything you bought is healthy and you don't want to cook it. So then you order fast food.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Don't do that.
I've got some ideas, but more importantly, I'd love to hear the ideas of what's working and not working for the folks that participate so we can really build on that and get you somewhere new, either trying new things or understanding new ideas, new information. So lots of very, very cool stuff. I'd love to hear from you and get you involved.
Right. And, for so many people, they may think, I know how to grocery shop. I've been grocery shopping for years.
Yeah.
But really, it's getting back to the basics because you may have been doing it wrong for years.
Or maybe you're doing it right. That's one scenario for sure, right? We don't know what we don't know. So why not expose yourself to other people and a professional who can help you improve what you're already doing? Make no mistake, whatever your experience is in the grocery store, you're doing some things right. No question about it. But why not improve it? Everybody has opportunity to improve and learn. And why not try and take another step forward and make it even better for yourself when you get to that store?
Well, it's so great to have you in the community and have you coaching us along the way. Again, before we say goodbye, share your phone number, your email, and your social real quick.
Yeah. So you can reach me at 248-885-1400. That's my cell phone. You can call or text me. You can also go to my website, which is coachgayle.com, spelled Gayle, coachgayle.com. You can also get me on Instagram at Gazelle Health. It's Gazelle and health with 2 H's at the end.
There you go. Sometimes you have to make it work on social, right?
You sure do.
Well, Coach Gayle, it's been such a pleasure and informative speaking with you. We so appreciate your time as always, and a happy week to you.
Thank you. You too, Ronnie. Enjoy and stay strong. Be healthy.
You too.